Welcome back guys, this is surprising. Marvel Spider-Man 2 is Steam Deck verified. The game received a new patch just yesterday that includes various stability improvements and bug fixes based on user feedback. In the previous patch, the developers confirmed that AMD's anti-lag 2 technology was causing the game to crash on Windows PCs with AMD based GPUs. I faced this issue on my ROG Ally running on Windows 11, but I never faced this issue on my ROG Ally running on Linux based Byte operating system. I think it's due to the fact that Linux does not support anti-lag 2 at all. For the time being, the developers have disabled anti-lag 2. In this video, I'll be testing the game on my Steam Deck running on SteamOS using G Proton version 9-24 as the compatibility layer. Connected my Cosmic Byte Stellaris gamepad to tech via Bluetooth mode. Launched the game. It's the LCD variant of TED. Supports up to 60Hz refresh rate. Performance QM settings. OLED level set to 2. Disable SteamOS VSync by enabling disable frame limit and allow tearing settings. Uncap the FPS. In this game, the scripted sequences are very heavy on the GPU, consume a lot of VRAM, causes the game to stutter on deck. Even with the lowest possible setting, upscaler's quality mode set to performance, deck often fails to maintain a steady 30 FPS. I'll highlight this. In-game settings, 800p resolution, VSync off, not using frame generation, upscaler set to XeSS. Would not recommend using FSR frame generation in this game. It produces texture shimmering effect around fine textures like the railway tracks, buildings, windows, fences. Using the upscaler's performance preset, what happened? Performance preset, dynamic resolution scaling disabled, everything set to low, very low, effects disabled. Post processing effects disabled, sharpness level set to 6, and that's it. There are smiles. Keep an eye on the FPS counter. 23 FPS. There's Spiderman. Scripted sequence. We are hitting the GPU bottleneck. 22 FPS there. Lot of particle effects in this level. Heal myself. And now we are getting close to 35 FPS. Better just cap the FPS at 30 for a more stable experience on Steam Deck. Show some combat as well. Yeah, 26 FPS again. Minions, finally. Take them out. And now FPS is staying close to 35. Not dropping below 30. Would not recommend using frame generation when the base FPS is close to 30. Otherwise, latency will be a problem. Use Venom punchability. 31 FPS. Oh no, more of these minions. I'll break the water pipe. They are weak against water. So not the ideal experience, but yeah, the game is playable. We're not done yet. Another scripted sequence. Keep an eye on the FPS counter. There's Peter. Oh my god. Miles went flying. Sandman punched me. 24 FPS. Yanked the creature towards me. So 24 to 25 FPS in this scripted sequence. I've cleared the area. What's going on? Swing towards Sandman. So even with the lowest possible settings, deck cannot maintain a steady 30 FPS as you can see. In the later part of the game, there may be even more demanding areas than this. Now I'll test the game in the open world. There's Peter. I'll be swinging around the city. Keep an eye on the FPS counter. When we are swinging at high speeds, there can be a few hitches here and there. but FPS should stay above 30 for the most part. Yeah, there was a stutter there. FPS suddenly dropped from 37 to 23, back up to 40. It's a bit dusty here, so I'll just cap the FPS at 30 now. Before that, let me just enable frame generation, test it as well. Frame generation on, apply. Without frame generation here, FPS was within a range of 30 to 40. After enabling it, it increased to around 55. Check out the latency. Yeah, it's noticeable. It's up to you whether you want to use it or not. Can observe the added amount of smoothness, but the latency is very annoying. It feels like playing the game on a cloud gaming service, not running it natively. Time activity reported, just following the red marker. FPS should not drop below 50 while swinging around the city with frame generation enabled. Restart destination. See what's going on here. Just spam my abilities. Some of my abilities are on a cooldown, my bad. Yeah, you can use frame generation on Steam Deck. Now run the game with a 30 FPS cap, no frame generation. Off. Apply. 30 FPS cap. Enable SteamOS racing. Back to the game. Let's check out the FPS stability now. The animation is looking a bit jarring. It is what it is. I'll swing through the traffic. Go to a different island. The FPS is staying close to 30. GPU load is close to 90%. This game is very heavy on the CPU. 60% load here. I want to go to the other side. Yes, Spidey can use his parachute like thing. I don't know what it's called. Glider. Oh my god. 30 FPS again. Surfing. Almost made it to the other island. See, not bad. So only in the scripted sequences Deck struggles to maintain 30 FPS. Otherwise in the open world 30 FPS is possible. 30 to 40 FPS. Using frame generation is optional, entirely up to you. Some latency will be present on Steam Deck. That's it for the video guys. I hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.